I stream daily, almost daily on twitch.tv/canister_mtg, so be sure to visit that if you would like to catch some of my live content. We rely on looting, hitting. Oh, let's keep. And it's good otherwise. Opponent last seen 17 days ago playing Goblins. Crazy. Cavern of Souls. Choose Golben. Golben lucky. Well, let's just hit then. That's a hit. I guess I don't loot now. I loot next turn. Thoughtseize into Bowmasters seems like exiling is lucky. And looting this turn, just next more cards see next turn, and my opponent's gonna be absolutely disrupted. What a shit deck. Do I play any goblins in my deck? I'm probably gonna discard the Ringleader. If they kill my Bowmasters, that doesn't matter. They just have nothing. Can animate Dead Ringleader, but I don't have any goblins to find. Is Goblins a Chalice deck? So I probably should cast my looting ASAP. Do I reanimate Dead a Goblin? It's attack, that's gonna prompt my opponent to do this. Yes, he didn't trade, awesome. Why spend your petal there? Because I don't want to get, like, the last card is a Wasteland. So my Badlands is like a petal, but if I end up fetching a swamp, it's not. Good draw. Anyone name sticking some goblins? I don't know if they can deal 1 damage to me, but let's not tempt fate. Alright, so goblins. The last goblin deck I've seen was a goblin lucky, not a goblin lucky deck, so. Leyline of the Void deck. For Eternal Weekend coverage, I discussed on stream why the card is sometimes called Mind Goblin. Interesting, many would consider that to be... This is not a chalice deck even. This is a nothing deck. Well, yeah, one could deem that inappropriate, but I guess they didn't think so. I think Voidwalker has kind of low odds of winning. But like when people go low to leyline, everything wins. But I don't know if I'm fully sympathetic on going down on lootings. So they don't open on leyline, and it seems pretty strong to do that. Do I know what I will play for the standard season of RCGOs? Hopefully nothing, but we'll see. Will I do the cans event this weekend? I will heavily consider it, by which I mean yes. I move to 5, I guess I move with them. Should have a goblin in my sideboard. Remember Manhattan Bros? No, no. Okay. Great draw. I mean, the draw is good if not for the ley line. I don't know if you see the ley line. Yeah, I should have played one goblin for this scenario. Vote in the chat for your favorite goblin. Alright, we're 1 mana away from summoning Sheoldred. Oh no, they're summoning name sticker goblin. Add 5 mana. And cast Broadside Bombardier. That's actually really bad for me. Sheoldred should beat that. Actually, no. My favorite goblin is Goblin Balloon Brigade, really? That's crazy. Alright, kill me. I don't want to play anymore. Thanks. Probably should have Petal. But if they hard move to leyline, then Troll of Khazad-dm is actually weaker. I used to collect the rare version of Mons Goblins Raiders from the starter set. I have about 500 of them. How rare are they? I think Nameless Inversion is fine, but it's like playing Leyline Binding in Keruga and playing it for 1 mana. Kind of cheating. And morally dubious. Alessif. Kept 7. What the heck, bro? No. You can't just keep 7 and like not have leyline. Alright, that's fine. Was a chalice after all. Well, but this list, the one list of goblins we found, had 2 chalice in the sideboard. I think Sheoldred can be that hand. Right, I'm tired of the green screen already. The fuzzy outline just kills me. It's actually a green screen now. Model bug. Watch them put a fucking Muxus into play now. It's from the shadow the chair makes, I know. But I can't make it not make a shadow though. Come on. Muxus or at least Ringleader. Okay, no Golbin. Should have entombed. Do I enjoy Legacy? I enjoy this Reanimator deck. Titan vibes? I'm not sure if Titan, but good vibes. I would like to draw a Voidwalker or Bowmaster right now. Please. I guess even a Reanimate would mean I can start attacking with Sheoldred. Reanimate on the lucky. So now we're chalicing. So Surgical is dead. Why do I enjoy this Reanimator deck? Because it's really nice. I could Surgical the lucky, actually true. I think it's close, I could attack right now. They should have mana to play most goblins anyways. 4 damage just speeds up the clock significantly. But I can just attack for 5 per turn. They could draw the new goblin. It's close, I'll pass now. Goblin Matron, so good thing I haven't attacked. They found Muxus Goblin Grenade. Interestingly. An attack with Sheoldred seems giga unwise now. Okay. So is there a chance this whiffs? Can add 4 mana. I'll add 5, so. They had an etch into me anyways. Alright, so I'm gonna have to face Muxus. Which sounds scary. Got a Namesticker Goblin and Goblin Matron, so they can just get... Maybe they're gonna hit 4 mana. Okay, they have 6 anyways, they can get under Muxus. Bros, I am scared. Maybe they can get... well, probably... I don't know. But I think I'm pretty dead to the Boast Goblin too. So I think my opponent getting a Muxus and missing is my out. Okay, so I think I'm dead to that because can't block this and kills my Sheoldred. Well, am I? We'll see. Pretty sure I am. What can I cast? Matron. Did use 17? Alright, well, if there is a route to win, there is one route which looks like this, so let's just perform that route and see what happens. Raz, dwa, trzy, cztery, pięć, sześć. We go to 3. Could shoot the Voidwalker. So maybe that's like an out for them to shoot the Voidwalker. I think that's an out for them. Serious. Why didn't they surgical us? Because there is a chalice in play. Fortunately, I have to block Muxus, so they get to shoot the Voidwalker. This card is overpowered. No counterplay whatsoever. So I probably shouldn't have played the Wasteland. I think that was a mistake, because now if I draw a Sheoldred, I guess nothing changes. But I still probably shouldn't have traded the Wasteland for the land. Seems of low value. Opponent's deck looks more unfair than ours. Okay. It's probably it probably is. It matter if they had Battlecry Goblin. I don't know what you mean by that, but I trust you. So bro now has to kill my Voidwalker, which he will. And I can do nothing. Card Battlecry Goblin. Oh, the Wasteland, yeah, sure. Okay, I'm deeply sad that they managed to demolish me. I'll keep this with the intention of fixing my hand with Faithless Looting.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Take it.
Sure, I'm taking it, thank you. Okay. Thank for the ride, Triosk. Well, Doomsday. Sexual content policy update. On Wednesday, we updated our sexual content policy. Our primary goal in making these updates was to make our guidelines easier to understand and enforce. Part of this update included changes to how we treat fictionalized nudity. For years, through user voice and in conversations, we heard from artists that our content policies were limiting. We are rolling back the artistic nudity changes. Bros, no more fairy porn on Twitch.tv. Will they kill me next turn? I don't even know. I'm not necessarily sure that they do that. Assume Brainstorm on top. Check how many street rays in exile. I mean, I can check the exile as if like, I mean, I for sure take consider because there is no other card that makes sense. Main deck Veil of Summer. Street Rave, Street Rave. So go to 8. -3, -3. Go to 1. Deep analysis line. Deep analysis this, bro. These nuts. So Street Rave, Oracle is gonna kill me. I don't know, we'll see. They had 2 Street Raves exiled. Fucking Doomsday Bros, the cringiest deck ever. Canister wins. So there's no LED here, so they went for LED. Hardest deck, yeah. I'm so hard right now thinking about this deck. They play 2 Oracle, yeah. So that if you draw one, you can pitch it to force. Can I just live for 3 turns? I mean, I attack them for 2, for 2, for 2. Yeah, I mean, maybe it was exact bottom. It's weird that they scoped, but it's also cringe that they died. I think Wasteland is solid against them. Tend to have the ley line, assuming that's like the ley line list. I don't know if I should assume that. Don't cut looting in this deck, in this list, but in this matchup. What do I cut then? I don't need Voidwalkers, they don't do anything. Sheoldred hoses, better than Griselbrand does. Maybe I just stream Atraxa. It's like... guess like the troll is not actually particularly good. I have plus Wastelands as lands. So maybe I'll go -2 looting. Looting away Sheoldred is fine, like Sheoldred is still the main monster I want to mill over. Maybe better to have an extra Griselbrand over an Exhume and an Atraxa over a second Exhume because just a better balance. But I think Wasteland is pretty useful. They played Veil, so they probably don't play Leyline. But they play Veil, seems redundant. Descent does nothing, I'll mull. Alright, only mulligan. Can draw Leyline, excuse me, not Leyline. Dark Ritual for a turn 1 Sheoldred. Can draw a reanimation for my Griselbrand. They do play Leyline of Sanctity and main deck Veil of Summer. But they also mull to 5, so... let's see if their remaining 4 cards are Land Ritual Doomsday. Cringe Day. Ponder. Ponder? I barely knew her. Looks like they don't want to lose to this card, yeah. Sure does look like it. Hey, that's actually really good. I think I'll discard the 2 monsters, then I'll grief, and then I'll decide. Kurwa, grief, ja pierdolę, they have leyline. I forgot. Well... it's get Griselbrand. But I kinda discarded the land for no reason. Days. Yeah. Okay. Nice land. What's so nice about it? Leyline blindness, thanks. This was a pretty severe case of blindness striking. I mean, keeping the land is good, just like that. Keeping the grief was bad. I should have kept, of course, Sheoldred in my hand. And try to reanimate Griselbrand. Maybe wait with it, because then I can go turn 2 reanimate, turn 3. Turn 3. You know, nothing matters anyways. Spike is streaming his RC deck. It's mono green. Didn't he hear that they banned Karn, the Great Creator? Probably in some matchups, mono green is actually better now. I'm actually interested. I'll look up his deck. Scores against Lotus now. Not if he has 4 Damping Sphere in his sideboard and a quicker clock. It's playing Kiora. 4 Titan of Industry. 4 Hornet Queen and 4 Tyrannax Rex in the sideboard. Wakered Elemental for Vivian combination. What a deck. Good luck, Spike. Why don't I have an overall record tally on my stream? Because it's annoying to keep it up and dishonest. If it says untruth, and I have no real way to keep it like intact. Overall record 13-1. Just evergreen. One boarded out Vales. You have Peak in their deck. And a Brazil borrower. What do I believe is more healthy? I think formats actually have no health. And it's a cringe concept. I wonder if against 4 Layer of Sanctity person that mulligans to it, I should cut Grief. Or Thoughtseize. I can Thoughtseize myself for discarding a monster, but like Archon is weak too. But I would rather have full looting for Exhume, and I don't know what to cut, so I'll cut the Grief. Healthy is a cope for those that can't handle the heat. Well put. Maybe I'll cut the Archon entirely too. Have a single Grief. Sounds better. Or a Troll. I mean, Troll is kinda weak. It helps against fighting against days if going slower, but... Does this deck, I guess, has 1 basic, but also Bio? Cavern of Souls against me? That's a choice. This leaves me with nothing if I get Force checked, but not if I get Days checked. 4 Forces. Then I need to top deck a land to Badlands. Top deck a land to Bowmasters rather, not Badlands. Oh, I don't know. Oh, keeping a hand like that is stressful, chat. What hand do you want to keep for a multi-6? A better one than this? I don't know, like a second land? A follow-up to my turn 1 play. Let's keep. Since like you taunt me so hard, chatters. It's a good hand if they have leyline, yeah. Well, I bullet out Grief, so everything is... Okay, they move to 5, so at least they're gonna have no cards, and then if they force, so... get to do stuff. So is there any world in which I would rather play Bowmasters? I don't think so. I also didn't have leyline. Keep this hand every time. I have never played Reanimator. Okay. Fawn. I didn't see fawns. One fawn. Okay, but like we can draw a mana source. For example, I can top deck a Wasteland. 2 fawn. Bro, I never see shit on those deck screenshots. I don't know why I take them. 2 fossil negations. Wasteland. Wasteland, Swamp, Fetch, Reanimate. Even Petal. They should add a sort function. Would be useful. I think on Arena Swords. Kurwa, no, mu się... Nie no, Bowmastera dobiorę, nie? Zajebiście. Choose not to shuffle? Okay, we're dead. Nice format. What do you even want to draw, Counselor, that's better than this hand you already have? It's impossible to draw a better hand. You stupid canister stupido. I played 17 lands. Right, I have 2 cards in hand, it's not too bad. Rolling my ice emoji back into my head. Alright, we'll come back when my opponent thinks of their doomsday. Beep boop beep boo. Beep beep boo boo. Beep beep boo boo. Beep beep boo boo.
Long ago, I shaped these lands according to the purpose of the hidden words. Thus all things have meaning, where before was only chaos. Know that, and have faith.
I'm just angry that I haven't top decked the best possible card. What's there not to get? I'm angry that I have top decked not the best possible instead of the best possible. This level seems unsolvable. Am I like for real? got my long-awaited Wasteland. Is there a chance they don't have a second mana? I guess I can see their deck. No Petal. Wondering. There is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There's 4 underground seas and an island. There is no more underground seas. There is a tropical island and a bayou. Should have no more lands. LED is here too. How come? Do we even have any other play? I can play the stupid Bowmaster as another play. So yes, I do. Does the Bowmaster play lose? Almost assuredly too. They just edge into win. What's edge? Edge. Well, I mean, if I kill their land, they just don't have the win. It seems like so. The Edge of Autumn doesn't. It seems like the pile has Edge of Autumn. I cut ley lines. And I cut Greaves. Unless the pile is 4 ley lines. It's Edge of Autumn. There's no Street Wraiths. They didn't seem to have many Street Wraiths post board. They only had 1. They had 1 Street Wraith last game in their deck. Maybe 1 on the bottom of the deck. I think if I Wasteland, they just die. If I Bowmasters, they don't just die because they draw a card, go to 4, cycle, go to 2, have a Oracle. Yes, I can play Bowmaster because that's guaranteed death. I don't know. Show me. Maybe I'm wrong. I checked for Island and there was no Watery Grave. Bros, this Doomsday deck. Some people are just too dumb to play it to keep it balanced. What pile would you make here, Da Vinci? That is so smart. And place around Wastelands here. I am no expert. Okay, I don't think you could build a pile that makes sense actually. I think Doomsday is a giant cope deck and the combo is terrible. That's my view of it. I drew a Wasteland and turned out that my opponent couldn't have made a pile that beats Doomsday and they just lost to Doomsday. Which was amongst the most cringe things that a person has ever done in Doomsday, but you know. Worst case opponent countering Entomb. No nie, no weź, nie countruj Entomba. No i pizda. Using a ritual, it's kind of, you know, a rough thing to do here because you signal to your opponent that you're gonna Entomb. So there is a chance you're not supposed to. A small one. Drew Grief. Beat this, bro. Bowmasters would be better, but fancy play syndrome. Well, I think you have a fancy saying shit in the chat syndrome. that you could really use some help with. It might be that I will not be casting all that many spells now. Why couldn't I simply have the Grief instead of Dark Ritual on my opening hand so that I could grief my opponent before going off? Would be much more fair. Am I still involved in the vintage format? I might play the challenge tomorrow in said format. If I reanimate Delver, I think I'll die, so I will rather instead not do that. Are there any new vintage cards? There is a new initiative monster, which is a 2-mana 1/4 that blows up. Well, it's not an initiative card, but it is a card that fits into the deck initiative. Is a mid-range Reanimator deck in that format possible? I did think about the card Reanimate in Vintage one day. It doesn't sound like the worst thing that you could imagine ever. What a smartass. If by vintage challenge you mean the vintage channel. This does not look like a playable deck. It seems to have like nothing in it that beats a normal vintage person. So I'm slightly concerned about that. Having literally nothing in it is like not good. I mean, I would assume you would use your reanimation card to reanimate a Griselbrand. Otua is not bad in Legacy, it is fully allowed. How about the card Reanimate in the Bazaar Cradle deck? Seems really hard to fit it into in a way that makes sense, but sounds kinda interesting. But Cradle making green mana and not blue is a little bit of an obstacle, I would say. I would start with Grief and Reanimate, and then from there I would play Dark Ritual, and then I would die. Bro's DRC is so strong, it's insane. It's the strongest card in the entire format. Brewing stream after Prelim. I have no desire to brew such a deck. How come I have 65 cards? Piece of Exhume, okay. Wouldn't you lose this game to Delver in exactly the same way? So, I mean, Exequo with Delver, yeah, both of those are the strongest creatures. What's your point exactly? Both of those are absolutely untouchable. It used to be so that like my deck had some draws that were actually kind of half decent, but that hasn't happened in a while. So I wonder how like it was going so well in the Legacy Showcase. Because all of those hands look like shit. Maybe this plan is actually kind of shitty. Well, we'll see what happens. If we're gonna cobble anything together. I'll play the Voidwalker and hope that beats my opponent. That at least means that DRC is gonna stay a 1-1. Oh shit, they adapted. Oh no. Forcing this? Pog! Oh, they hadn't adapted shit, they just kept Unholy Hit because it deals 6 damage to Archon of Cruelty. Bros, next time I'm gonna board into fail push, I swear. Counterbalance. What about Contagion? Well put. Bowmaster. Surgical extraction. Ha, missed your window on extracting my Voidwalkers. Maybe I should have kept the Thronkaiser ritual, that's actually a good point. I was thinking that they can extract the other one from my hand. I might want to play 4-drop after playing it. I think my thinking was actually not based in reality, so I think you're right. Stern dismissal, okay. Oh no, they haven't missed the surgical window. How is Merktide card you been? I don't think you can win this race, I agree. Them having some minimal removal was pretty damning. That Unholy Hit saved 15 damage from Dauthi Voidwalker. I think a 2-3 Merktide still leaves me with no outs, unfortunately. What's that? The Druid? But yeah, now I think that I got pretty lucky to play against mostly 4-color and not Delver at the showcase, because against Delver I think I would need some removal to actually like have this plan work. If I could occasionally fatal push a DRC, I think it would actually be fairly functional, because they don't have that much card advantage, but I just died to a flyer a bit too often with them on no cards. Well, I guess this guy has card advantage, but like whatever. Against Folklore, I don't need to care about that because I just always live and they never deal damage to me, but the DRC kind of gets to me. Which I see as an issue. Does Delver usually play Portend? I think those decks do. I don't know why. Sticking Voidwalker before I get Delirium kind of works against DRC too, but it's like, it's fairly unreliable. So I'll need to think about this real hard. Sure. What a shitty deck. I guess I'll make a Troll next turn, 6 power. That can doesn't do anything. I really play a deck this shitty Legacy. It's insane. Leads on Caracas. Well earned. I will lose to this deck. There's no other way. In fact, I already lost. Once I asked them how can a deck be this shitty, and they said, well, that's how. I chose Elemental. Okay. They can blank the Plague Engineer next turn. Get a Solitude, I get a Griselbrand. Not perfect. Sell the Orcs. Hello, welcome. Adam underscore MTG. We can win this. I accept that we lose to a top deck land, but besides that, we're good. Combatos. Okay, I attack. Solid. He drew a Vial. Classic draw. In my opponent's deck. Discard Yorion. And your move. It was dangerously close and uncomfortably threatening for most of the game, but we got there. Yeah. Exhume really bad against Solitude. Griselbrand bad against Caracas. Let's do the same thing as against everyone. You're one of the only people still winning with this deck, today's results notwithstanding. I think it had sub 45% win rate in EWs. That is not confidence inducing. Is the Autobot not working? I think I accidentally closed it today instead of... Yeah, something is off. Probably no way to make it work again. Reanimate is a good draw. What a shitty hand. Archon or Griselbrand? Take Caldra. Probably Griselbrand. Archon. Why Archon? Because it's worse. Thanks. for your advice, but the only person you could psychologically damage with that is me, so I'm glad I'm the one deciding. Let's go Caracas and die to Stoneforge Mystic Beats. Nope. Lion Sash. Guess I'm gonna draw my deck, so it's probably mana is better. So I'll go Entomb, Reanimate, Sheoldred. No, because then I don't have the life to activate Griselbrand. Oh, fuck me. I knew there was something wrong with that line. I think it's time to stop playing for today. Right, then let's draw 7. Nothing ever matters.